One thing I think you may know him actually is a guy called David Hyatt who's got Hyatt Denim, or you may have heard of him. He's been on this podcast, and I just love what he's doing, creating jeans for creatives. He taught me something that I ask a lot of guests is he said very simply, scale kills magic. And the bigger you get, the more often you can kind of dilute the magic, the brand. One thing Danny Mayer's done with Shake Shack is he seems to have kept the magic as he's scaled. Could you speak to that? Like, how do people keep the magic as they scale, in your opinion?
Yeah. So first, a small riff on the Hyatt. I had one on the Hyatt jeans. I had one of the first pair. The thing to understand about jeans, which also connects to food, is this. No one buys a pair of his jeans who's naked. You're only buying his jeans if you already have a pair of pants. And no one goes to a restaurant when it's the only meal they're ever going to have, right? They could skip this meal. They could go to a different restaurant. We have to begin by saying we are not solving we are the only choice for this person and this person doesn't have what we sell. That's not what we do when we're in the food business. So that's an aside. But scale kills magic. Scale kills magic until the scale becomes part of the magic. So in the case of Apple, having the same phone as everybody else actually makes your phone more magic for some people. In the case of Shake Shack, knowing that this isn't the only Shake Shack in the world makes Shake Shack more magic for some people. The original Shake Shack had a different magic. The original Shake Shack, which I went to a bunch of times, had a huge line, 200 people, and it was the only one. That's why people were in line. But now, knowing that when your flight lands in Abu Dhabi, there's a Shake Shack, gives you a smile because the scale is part of the magic.
Scale is part of the magic. I hadn't thought of it like that. What would you say? Somewhere like In-N-Out is the opposite. So In-N-Out only operates in. Is it just in California? In-N-Out. I don't. I've still yet to try one. They look fantastic. Those burgers. I know you don't eat burgers, but they look mouth-wateringly delicious. In my opinion. What would you say their magic is there? Is that by constraining it to one? Is it one state? I don't actually know, but what's the magic in that?
I haven't researched it lately. There's a few bits of magic at In-N-Out. First of all, I am certain that you can find a better hamburger without flying to California. That if better means blind taste test, for sure. They're not saying in a blind taste test, this is the best burger. They're saying this is the burger that reminds you of the last time you were in In-N-Out. This is the burger that reminds you of the California life you're living. This is the burger that reminds you of the friends you've had these burgers with. And they also have a secret menu. And the secret menu awards status by offering affiliation. If you know the secret menu, you can order from the secret menu, and that makes you feel like an insider, right? So all of these things cycle around. I think In-N-Out has made a business decision about scale that, for example, Krispy Kreme did not. Krispy Kreme had a brand similar to In-N-Out in that there were people who admired its scarcity. And then they decided to grow big as fast as they could. And they crashed because they couldn't figure out how to make the scale part of the magic. So in the case of In-N-Out, they're making plenty of money. They don't want to hire 15 more vice presidents, raise all this money and blah, blah, blah. Why bother? They're doing fine. And so scale isn't the point. Magic is the point. You want to find the right scale to provide the magic that's important to you.